Heidi, thank you for agreeing to be one of the artists we're featuring on Spotlight on Artists.
My pleasure.
And I know you're a rug hooker, and I know you do other fiber arts things as well. Is there something about rug hooking, though, that keeps you coming back to it, keeps you working at it?
It's so therapeutic. I mean, it's calming, and the texture of the wool makes me calm. the Even the repetition of putting the wool through the holes in the linen, and the motion of rug hooking. Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, that sounds like a very good recommendation for taking up rug hooking. What is it you're working on right now? Can you just show us what you're working on right now? Wow, a toucan.
A toucan. It's a gift for a friend. We're going to Mexico, so I'm going to bring it to her. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do it into a pillow or not, but it's so fun using all these colors.
Yeah, it's very colorful.
It's really
And so you can turn rug hooking into a pillow?
Yes, you can. I have one in the other room.
Okay, well maybe we'll grab that at some point and get you to show it to us. So you just make the pillow top, I guess, then.
I do. So what you do is you fold the edges here, and all the ladies who know how to fold, and you iron your design, and then put a backing on it and use some stuffing in it, and they're fun. You can put them on your couch, you can put them on little chairs, and you can make seat cushions out of them.
How else do people use rug hooking? Like, are they ever actually on the floor?
I've done some on the floor. A lot of people say, "No, I don't want to put it on the floor because people step on it." Well, it's a rug, you know. So back in the old days, that's what they did. They used rugs from old clothing. They used rugs from scraps of material they had around, and they were functional. So I like mine to be functional, and they feel so good on your feet. They feel really like, soft and squishy.
Rug hooking's been around for a while then, it sounds like.
It has been. I mean, I don't know the full history of it, but in Newfoundland, where, there's a lot of rug hooking being done, that's been done for years. And it was more out of necessity than, let's hang something pretty on the wall.
It was to make something you could use.
Exactly.
And use up, as you say, the old bits of fabric. And well, when you talk about your design now, I know you told us you're doing this one for a friend. Is there anything that kind of particularly inspires your designs or your choice of materials?
I love working. I get my inspiration from nature and also from different places I've been to. So I do my own designs. I create my own patterns, and some of the patterns that I use are from pictures I've taken different places, specifically Newfoundland.
Oh, Newfoundland!
Yes, Newfoundland, my dear.
So, are you a Newfoundlander?
No, I'm a wannabe Newfoundlander.
Oh, okay.
I'm a CFA, come from away. You know all about that. So we spent a lot of time over the past 20 years in Newfoundland.
Oh.
And so it's been my inspiration, the colors, the beauty of the icebergs, the different blues, and all the colors that you can pick up in the rocks. There's just so many different variations of colors you can use.
Cool. Is that mat in behind you something that's yours?
This is mine, and it's called Back Home because when I'm leaving Newfoundland, my friend will say, "Heidi, when you coming back home?" And so this rug will go into our little cabin in Newfoundland, and it represents. There's whales in it, and there's seagulls and hearts because my heart belongs to me.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's stunning. It's quite a large piece, isn't it?
It is. It's done on a recycled coffee bag.
Oh.
So it's probably won't last like a million years on the coffee bag because there's acids in the coffee bag itself. But it's a nice area to work on, and I love doing the large ones. And it's cheaper than buying the linen that we use for rug hooking.
And so what are the materials that you've used for the actual hooking in that one? Is it wool or?
This is wool. It's Briggs and Little wool. It's a place from New Brunswick that makes it, so it's 100% wool. And also I use, in my other things, I use very different pieces of yarn, things I get from the thrift store. So there's a lot of recycling involved, and using different textures, little sparkles that I have. You can see some little sparkles in here, so it's fun to play with that. It's a way of recycling.
I see you've got a bag of yarn down there. That's what you're using on this piece?
This is, yeah, these are some of the colors. I have to use it all up before I go to heaven.
Okay.
I can't bring it with me, although I'd love to. I'd probably get bored there.
All right. Well, so thank you for that. That's interesting to understand about your designs coming from nature, in particular from Newfoundland, you were saying, and then your materials, a lot of them are recycled. The
Yes.
coffee bag and the picking stuff up in thrift stores and,
Yes, for sure.
and so on. It sounds like it's a kind of an economical art form.
It is. It's eco-friendly. You know, you're working with, for the most part, you're working with wool, which is natural substance and feels nice. And it's, kind of brings you back to earth.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Is there thinking about the work that you do now? I know you've mentioned the fact that a lot of your inspiration comes from Newfoundland, but is there anything else that you think makes the work you do particularly unique?
I don't follow the rules. I'm a rebel. Although the ladies in the guild, they've been doing this, a lot of them have been doing this for a long, long time. And so I have taken their wisdom and I've used some of the things that they suggest. But basically I just do willy-nilly. Like I don't do straight lines, which is something some people do, and that's fine for them, but I am not good with rules. So, and neither, well, this is pretty good at the back. You're not supposed to be able to see any little bits, but this is an improvement from what I used to do. So, and I think the colors too, the colors I use, I make from Kool-Aid, some of the dyes.
Oh,
of Kool-Aid.
wow. Kool-Aid.
And yes, I actually have blue fingers today because I dyed some Kool-Aid blue. And that's fun to use too because it smells nice.
Maybe we could look at some of your other pieces of work.
Sure.
And you could tell us about that. I think we've got some of your other work handy. You want to just bring one of those in?
This
Whoa,
is a piece.
that's an interesting backing you've got on that.
This I did when I was in Newfoundland, and so we've recycled a few things. We've recycled, this is a lobster pot top. That's what they keep the lobsters in with, and it's an old one that it's wood. And I've actually used linnet. This is the type of stuff that they use for the lobster, or sorry, not lobster, cod traps.
Oh, the cod traps.
Yeah,
Okay.
years ago, and it's brown and smells really cool. And then some of this is t-shirt. I think there's some ribbon that I've used.
Did you say some of it was t-shirt?
Some of the you can use t-shirt in some of the
Like you
t-shirts.
cut a t-shirt up?
Yes, and you use strips of that. Yeah,
Wow, that's a
So
beautiful.
this
Now,
is-
did you design that one?
I did. This
It's
is
gorgeous.
Our Long Point lighthouse that's in Twillingate, and the little stages, the fishing stages.
And I
And-
think I see a lobster in there.
Yes, and everybody hangs their laundry out, just like the commercials in Labrador, Newfoundland.
Beautiful.
Everyday
So that's
this
when
is
we
fun.
see that on the commercials. It's true. They
It's
really-
true. It's true. Yeah, I do it at home anyway, but it's even better when you get. That
Oh, I love
ocean
that one.
air. Yes.
Do we have another one of Heidi's that we can take a look at?
This is another Newfoundland one. which
Oh,
is
wow. That's amazing. Are those cod?
finished. Those are cod, and this blue is done with Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's what you've dyed
It was
with.
really nice.
What is that, blueberry Kool-Aid?
It's actually mixed berry. So if you're
Okay,
looking for it, it's
mixed- okay.
mixed berry or blue raspberry. Blue raspberry, yes. So these are cod, staple of Newfoundland fishery.
Beautiful. That's wonderful. Oh, I love that one. That's a beautiful piece. So I can really see when you say you take a lot of your inspiration from Newfoundland, you're not kidding.
And the tourist spy.
Are there any other pieces of Heidi's that we have? Oh, look at this one. This is gorgeous.
This is
Wow.
another coffee bag project. So
Wow.
I used to raise monarch butterflies, so that's the inspiration for this.
You used to raise them?
From little eggs, and
Wow.
then it was nice because you'd see them hatch and then they'd fly away.
That is gorgeous. That is
That's what
gorgeous.
inspired me for that one. And this one, this family And you'll notice that the writing is not perfect because no family is perfect.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And look at the balloons, aren't they beautiful? Talk about a Canadian theme there.
There's 4 babies.
And
represent my 4 kids.
So do rug cookers do this kind of thing? Create kind of stories in their baths, like?
I think so. I think for me personally, I mean, it's to work on something that has no meaning is meaningless. It's got to mean something to me because that's what inspires me to do it.
That's beautiful. And it looks like a sunset in behind.
It is. We love the north and the call of the loons, and so
Gorgeous.
this represents our love of the north too, and Newfoundland because they have loons in Newfoundland.
Oh, they have loons in
They
Newfoundland
do,
too.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought they only had puffins. And that's great. I think you're going to be inspiring everyone to go to Newfoundland. Oh, and is this your last one?
This is one that I just finished working on. It's not all polished up yet or pressed. And my grandson's name is Enzo. He's 18 months, and so he loves trucks. So he's got a little rocking chair, and I thought that this might be able to keep him in the seat.
Oh, isn't that
He doesn't
gorgeous?
slide.
Talk about colorful.
Yeah, I love the colors. The colors I get really bored. Like I was really bored doing those codfish because they were all same color. I was like, I need color.
Oh, well, thank you for showing us those pieces. I'm sure that they're just a fraction of what you produced.
Oh yes.
Are you now? I know there's a sale coming up, a spring sale. Are you planning to sell anything at the spring sale?
I am. I'm going to do some little small little rug hookings that will fit into a frame, so that people can use them, around the house. And I'm also going to do some bigger ones and make some pillows.
Oh, nice.
Pillows are fun to do.
When thinking about if somebody purchases your piece, is there anything, any kind of experience that you hope people have, or how they kind of relate to or one of your creations? Anything you think about that way as the maker?
I do. I love it if it evokes a memory for them. Like, if I've got one rug where someone is feeding a chickadee, so if that brings them back to when they fed a chickadee at the RBG, or that they are inspired to maybe try rug hooking themselves.
Excellent.
And just to bring some color. And I'm honored. I feel privileged if they buy my work, because it's going to be around for a while.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for telling us all about this today. It's been wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to conclude with as a rug hooker, and a message to? So I know you've already said you should try it.
I think if you can create your own patterns, don't be afraid to create your own patterns, because your soul is in that piece of work. And if you can create your own patterns. And if you don't create your own patterns and you buy them, be brave and try use other colors rather than in what they tell you to do. Be a rebel.
Okay. Don't follow the rules.
Don't follow the rules.
Thank you very much, Heidi.